Hi, how are you doing? Welcome to Jack's. I do all the baking here, I do all the breads here. As you see outside the door, everything is handmade. We do big quantities of sodas. Just as I mentioned sodas, I have a batch already coming out of the oven. Absolutely beautiful. Out of a deck oven. And as soon as it comes out, you can see it. A beautiful base, a beautiful crust on top. Now the way I do the sodas is the way I did them 30 years ago in Cork with my father and all his brothers and a lot of the bakeries, small bakeries in Cork. No matter what the quantities, we always boil our flours together, fats, everything together, well in the centre. Get your buttermilk. There aren't too many bakeries doing this now, I can assure you. They're all using high-speed machines, emulsifiers, bread improvers. I don't. So what I do is bring in your liquid, your flour into your liquid. Keep mixing. Keep mixing. Okay. Now making soda bread is a messy job, but you have to have a passion for it and you have to love it. And some people find it great therapy. If you're after having a row with the wife or anything like that, get around the table. Well, I served my apprenticeship in Cork in the 60s, and when I went into the bakery, you had maybe 10 or 12 apprentices working together. My father was there, my father was a baker, his 4 brothers were bakers, my grandfather was a baker, and every one of them were very passionate. The older generation were very passionate about the baking, absolutely. Passionate about timekeeping, passionate about the bread, the temperatures of your doughs, everything. And as you know, it's a very early start in the morning, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And I can remember my grandfather saying to me at one stage, I was a young boy, he said, a baker's life is a life of woe. Around the bakehouse he must go. And when all the world is fast asleep, around the bakehouse he must creep. So now we have all our mixed together, okay? As soon as we have mixed together, you have your trays ready. Scoop of flour. Long ago we used to have to scale them off, have a scales next to you so that everyone would be the exact weight. I'm making them so long, I can guess. You have your sodas, just remember, you mold them up nice and lightly onto your tray. The moment you mix the buttermilk, everything activates, so it's ready very, very quickly, so straight into the oven. You don't get the same flavour from fresh milk as you do from buttermilk. Incision, just make sure your soda bursts open nicely. Into your oven, good hot oven, the deck oven, and straight to the oven. Put away. A deck oven is far the best by far to use for soda bread because you've got a base bake. What you need for breads are a good base deck oven. Superb. This is what it looks like when it's baked. This is actually what I have in the oven. Now I've got these ones here as well, which we call the head bread. It's a multi-grain bread with a very coarse brown flour, but it would not be the traditional Irish bread. It's very popular with the younger generation, but this is the one that your grandmother would make with the sour milk on the table, straight to the oven. This is the one.